Hello and welcome to day 36 of 40 Days of God's Promises. Today in Psalm, the 147th Psalm, verse 3, it reads, "He heals the brokenhearted and he binds up their wounds." Here we have God's promise of mental and spiritual restoration. God is promising to restore us mentally and physically, to make us whole when we are broken by this life and in this life. God's promise is, I will make you whole. I will restore that which has been broken in your life. And the truth of the matter is, this life is full of heartaches, disappointments, setbacks. It's full of sorrow. We're all going to have to experience that throughout our lifetimes. That's just the reality of this life. We cannot act as if we're not going to go through it, because it's not a matter of if we're going to experience such things. Truth is, it's a matter of when we will experience them. Then the other question is, how will we respond when we have to deal with heartaches and sorrow and difficulties and setbacks and disappointments? What will our response be? Because we must remember that these are all attacks from the enemy in an attempt to push us or move us away from God. So what God does is he counters the attack on our lives by making a promise. And his promise is, when you're under attack, when you're broken, when you're defeated, when you're disappointed, I am always here to bind you up again. I'm here to heal, to mend your broken heart. So the question becomes, again, how do we respond when we're broken mentally and physically? What is our reaction? Well, there are a couple of ways, a number of ways that we can react. One way that people react when they're broken mentally and spiritually, one way that they will respond to it is they'll attempt to just ignore it, act as if it's not happening. It's raining, but all I see is the sun. Well, baby, that's fine, but it doesn't work. If it's raining, it's raining. And you need to deal with that situation and prepare to handle the rain. So I can't ignore it. That's not going to work. That's the reality. Another way that people attempt to handle it is to handle it themselves. I'm big enough. I'm strong enough. No, you're not. That won't work. We in our finite beings, we're not able to handle heartache and disappointment and sorrow in and of ourselves. Another way that individuals attempt to handle this is they turn to others. And that's fine, because there are well-intended people in our lives who are there to help us. But the truth is, they have and will go through their own disappointments. And they have got to handle themselves, and they've got to turn to one who can address their difficulties. So that won't work. There's only one way and one promise that we have to stand on. That is that God will, as he's promised, to heal our broken hearts, to bind our wounds, and to make us whole again. That's his promise. When you're broken, you can turn to God, and he will, as he has promised, make you whole again. Again, day 36 of 40 Days of God's Promises. We again pray you're being blessed. You continue on this journey with us as we're now down to our last few days. This is day 36, Psalm 147, verse 3. And remember, God has made the promise to restore you mentally and spiritually. God bless you. Read three translations. Read three translations. And as we continue on this journey, have a wonderful day.